Hey guys, this is Project Steel. I'm back for another episode of Space Quest, the Sarien Encounter. And last time I escaped the ship, the Arcata, that I was working on. It had been invaded and I crash landed my escape pod here. That's where I left off. Before I leave the space pod, I remember there was something I was supposed to get out of the space pod, but I can't figure out how to get it. I couldn't figure it out last episode either, but I know it's here. I'm going to check a little bit more. I don't remember what it was either. So I just got to figure out how to find it. Search pod. I remember because I remember having a hard time moving on because I didn't have this piece or whatever it was out of the ship. That was a long time ago. There aren't any walls to view. Look at floor. Appears to be a more fragile device than devices were damaged severely by the impact of landing. The survival kit is broken loose. That's what it is. That's what it is. Get kit. Done. Alright. Get out. Alright. Look at kit. Oh, what's this thing right here? Survival kit. It contains a Xenon army knife and a can of dehydrated water. Suddenly you see a large black metal sphere falling out of the sky, a Sarien spider droid. Upon touching down the planet's surface, it sprouts legs and begins its search for you. You recall an article in Space Piston magazine that the droid is designed to seek out organic life forms and self-destruct when contact is made. Oh. Let's get away from that then. Is it still following me? What happens if I go back to... Oh! You've just been blown into bite-sized chunks by a Sarien spider droid. Yeah, I can see that. I did, when I was trying to exit the game last time, I did realize if I hit ESC, I have a little menu here. I didn't know about that. And I do have an inventory. Alright, so restore. Get in ship. Get kit. Let's try to get out of here quick. Get out. Let me make sure one more time. There's nothing else here. Seems very semi-destroyed. A glimmering catches your eye. Upon closer inspection, you see that piece of highly reflective glass broken out of pod window. This piece of glass is what I remember from when I was a kid. Unfortunately, I can't unforget something. But I remember this because there's a point where you need it, and if you don't have it, you can't continue. And I was stuck on this for so long, and back then, you didn't have the internet, and I didn't know any magazines that covered video games, not like Nintendo Power would cover Nintendo. And there was no hotline for this. There was a Nintendo Power hotline you could call and talk to an expert that would tell you how to beat parts of games on Nintendo, but not on the PC, or at least not that I was aware of. So I remember I had to buy a little hint book for this game, and it would have frequently asked questions in it, and then there was like a highlighter that came with it, and you would highlight the box underneath, and the answer would appear like invisible ink or something. And this is the only part that I specifically remember, was that I needed to get a piece of glass from this pod. I didn't remember how to get it, but I remember I need it, and I remember where I use it at. So I know I need to get this piece of glass. Alright, now I'm going to save again. I'm going to save a new one this time though, just in case. Let's put planet. That's good. Alright, now I don't remember which way to go, so I'm going to go left and see what happens. I never looked at the kit, did I? Or we did, we got interrupted. It contains a xenon army knife and a can of dehydrated water. Oh. You've just become a vertical meal for local welcoming committee. Okay, that's not the direction to go. Let's see, look at knife. Open kit. Kit knife. Open kit. Says it's an army knife in there. Get knife out of kit. Let's see, inventory. Or I've already got it. Look at knife. Xenon handy dandy xenon. That's your handy dandy xenon army knife. Oh, it looks like a Swiss Army knife, basically. Let's try going right. Look at water. It's a cylinder of dehydrated water. That's kind of ridiculous. At the top of the cylinder is a regulator, and a short nozzle on the side is a label. Maybe I should read label. Can label says Pelvatron's dehydrated water, H2. All you need is air. It makes 10 gallons. Directions to use: simply drink from nozzle. Measured amounts will be dispensed. Caution: do not attempt to open or rupture. Misuse could result in personal injury and or flash flooding. Okay. I don't remember what that's for. Or the knife, for that matter. I just remember bits and pieces of this game, but I know I played it a lot. Oh, this is cool. I'm going to assume I need to keep going right. Oh, there's a spider droid. I already know what that says. I'm going to go up. Can he go up? Can we run? You can't run. I didn't think I could. Okay, I got away from him. He's down at the bottom. Is this going to crack? Let me save this. I got a feeling this thing's going to crack. If it does, what am I going to do? There's nothing I can do. It cracked. Okay, I don't think I can go back, probably. Can I push this rock onto him? Why do I feel like that's an option? Push rock. Man! I gotta try that again. How am I gonna time that? Push rock. It was awful close last time. Come on, man. I'm guessing he's just on a random course here. think he's too high. The rock landed a little bit lower. I think it landed between those brown marks down there. Maybe not, though. If he doesn't go lower, next time he comes under me, I'm just going to drop it. Come on! I'm going to try this again. I'm going to try this a couple times until I can get it. I have a feeling it might be important. Push rock. Save it. Just like that. Got him. Got him. It was not known that you were a master of the rock. That was a fine effort. Doesn't look like it's anything left. Hope this is the right way. Wait, it's kind of got to be if I'm dropping a rock on him, right? Let me look around. You are high atop a rocky plateau, which the desert below seems to stretch on to infinity. That's wonderful. And I've got one can of dehydrated water. At least I know now that the droid's not searching for me. Not anymore. I don't remember this. I'm going to assume that I'm going to need to get in between that. Let's look at it. Look around. Near two halves of an arch. Look at arch. It's a pair of oddly curved rock formations. They point at each other as if to form an arch. I vaguely remember this. There wasn't much sound in this game. Let's look around. Wish I had a key that would just type that for me. Appears to be a large cavern. The only way to go is to the left. There's a rock nearby. Let's look at the rock. That sounds important. I feel like if it mentions something specifically, I need to look at it. Need to be closer. Where is it? Wait, is that the rock over here? It looks like the only one that could maybe be messed with. Which looks like a Keronian rock should. Let's see if I can get it. So I think that's going to be the key to this game. If I look around and it mentions something specifically, then I need to pay attention to what it mentions. Oh, I remember this. I remember this. I know what to do, and unfortunately I can't undo my memories, so I'm just going to do it. It's crazy. I can't remember things at work that I need to remember from last week, but I remember this from 30 years ago or more. I need to save. I remember. That's what I remember. And I need to put the rock over that hole of steam. I'm going to look around and see what it says, though. Large underground complex, path to the back wall which is not accessible from the bottom. Look at steam. The geyser cone here is rhythmical, spewing hot steam. Put rock on hole. Aha! And let's save that again. I know it might look a little silly me saving so much, but I just remember how brutal these old games were. It's a slightly smaller chamber in the underground complex. There is a path above which is not accessible from here. There is a pool on the right side. Water. Look at pool. You gaze intently at the purplish pool of liquid, the first real sign of moisture on the planet. The pool seems to have no bottom. The gentle dripping has a soothing effect on your frazzled nerves. Touch water. Come on, you don't understand that? Get water or everything, put it in. That's exactly what I just said. Taste water. Okay. It mentioned it though, so I'm gonna mess with it some more. Drink water. You place your lips to the nozzle and draw. A fluid not very reasonable. Facsimile of water is released slowly while tasting slightly terrible. It quenches your thirst, at least for the time being. I drank from the water in my inventory. I want to drink from this pool. Drink from pool. Okay, I don't know. Let's see if I can figure this out here. He moves so slow, I thought he was stuck. Damn. I don't know where to go from here. Yeah. Okay. That's loud. That's loud and annoying. Large room in the cavern. There is a pathway above at the south end of the room. Are two odd-looking units emitting beams of light. This is the part I remember that needed the glass. Glass and beam. Stick, glass, and beam. What do they call it again? I know that's what I gotta do. Two odd-looking units emitting beams of light. Look at beams. Look at glass. Alright, I know what I've got to do. I just got to figure out how to word it. I tried stick, glass, and beam. Hold glass and beam. Put glass and beam. Quite cleverly turn the beam upon itself, frying it into inoperability. You know, I don't know if I'd have been able to figure that out. I know I couldn't back in the day. And I was stuck at that beam for so long because I didn't know to get a shard of glass from the pod. Didn't know it even existed. And I think that's why I remember that part right there so vividly. I hope it's nothing else too complicated. Looks kind of like teeth, those rocks there. Oh, what happened? You're unpleasantly surprised by a drop of searing acid which bores its way into your feet. Bores its way to your feet. See what I mean? That's why I'm saving a lot. Alright. So I guess I've got to dodge the drops of acid. Good thing it didn't let me drink from the pool. I'm sure it would have had I typed, phrased whatever, phrased it exactly right. Oh. Alright, so I need to be close to the back of the cave, I think. Or maybe it's a timing thing, I don't know. Could be a timing thing. Where's it dripping from? Both stalactites. Oh, from this one too. Not too bad, not too bad. Back at the first screen. No, there was one more before this. Oh. As soon as you enter the room, you find yourself surrounded by darkness. Suddenly, you become aware of the fact that you cannot move or speak. A strange, unknown force has taken over. That's cool. A massive holographic image appears before you. You sense that you are the only life form in the area. So you have found your way to my hallowed chamber. I've been monitoring your travels on our planet. It appears that you are up the proverbial estuary without a means of locomotion. Oh, he's talking about, up shit creek without a paddle. The old saying. You're obviously in need of transportation. Let us see if you are worthy of our assistance. On the surface lives a beast called Orat. He proves to be a bit of an annoyance on occasion. Dispose of him and bring back evidence of your conquest. Only then will I deal with your plight. Good luck, strange one. Okay, Orat. I think I remember what to do. I don't remember what Orat looks like. But I think, if you remember, it said when I looked at the dehydrated water, it said it could be combustible, I believe, on the warning label. And I think, I can only cross that a few times. I think I throw it in his mouth and it blows up. But I could also be thinking about the original Legend of Zelda when you stick a bomb in those dinosaur things' mouths. Or I could be thinking about one of the Jaws movies where they threw a tank in his mouth and shot it. I don't know. It could be all three of those things. I guess I'll figure it out. I wonder if I can go up. I'll start by going right. This probably isn't it. I'm going to come back to this screen. I'm going to save it. So I got a feeling something's going to pop up out the ground and eat me like it did last episode. Or maybe that was this episode. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, like Tremors. Like Tremors. I wonder if this came before or after Tremors. I don't know. Okay, so I guess I am going up. Can I go down? That's not going to be that. That looks like something's going to pop out the ground and eat me if I go that way. Okay, it looks like to the right is going to be... Well, wait. There's a cave. That's Orat. Oh. That's not good. Orat has transformed you into a new source of recreation. You, of course, don't survive this treatment. It's tough to make friends around here. Yeah, alright, yeah. Okay. So we know where Orat is now. And we know that he runs straight at me and kills me. So I'm going to save it outside the cave. And I'm going to type in throw water before I walk in the cave. So all I have to do is hit enter. I think that's what I have to do, but he didn't open his mouth, which I thought he was going to have a big mouth or something. I don't know. Throw water at... Oh, I don't remember how to spell his name. Orat? Let me try to just throw water. It happened fast. Ah, I remembered. Oh, I did spell Orat right. Orat, always in the mood for a snack, snatches the can out of the air with his spacious oral cavity, chews and swallows it. He notices a rumbling deep within his abdomen. Hey, you shouldn't have done that, Orat. I like that. Orat's eyes proved to be bigger than his stomach for once, incapable of becoming history's first living reservoir. His body succumbs to the intense internal pressure created by nearly 10 gallons of instantly reconstituted water. As a special bonus, you have received a much-needed shower. Look around. You're in the slimiest of caves. The odor in here is less than desirable. Look at Orat. Is that something there? That looks a little different. What is that? Look at ground. On the ground rests a gleaming chunk of Orat's anatomy. Take chunk. I'm going to probably need that to prove that I killed him. You reach down and take the Orat part in your hand. Some of it oozes to fill the space between your fingers. Nice. I don't think there's anything else in here. Let me search real quick. Oh, nothing's happening there. Search cave. That does not compute. Orat is dead. If I didn't remember that, I don't know if I could figure that out. I probably would have tried the knife. Let me save the game. I think I've just got to walk back to the arch. If that is true, I'm going to just cut this and cut it back on when I'm at the arch to save some time, because this guy walks incredibly slow. If anything exciting happens, I'll show it. Alright, I had to walk all the way back to the arch and then all the way through the cave again. So here we go. I guess we'll go back, talk to that hologram, show him the piece of Orat. Again, the massive holographic image appears before you. So you have returned. Fortunately, there is much more to you than meets the eye. Drop before me your proof of Orat's defeat for my inspection. Drop chunk. You found the Orat part to the... You dropped the Orat part to the ground. The vision is silent. You are startled by a rumbling, and suddenly an oddly shaped door comes into view. It opens slowly. You hear a voice, different this time, beckoning you to step forward. That's kind of like the Wizard of Oz type deal. Oh man, look at this. Where the wizard was actually just a dude with some machines. Something like that. Please don't be alarmed. We intend no harm. We are a peaceful race. We are cautious, however. Others don't share our way of life. Welcome to Kerona. You are standing in the power generation facility of our underground settlement. All power here is produced by steam. That is unimportant to you, however. We have promised you transportation. Yes. It is a skimmer. It hovers approximately half a meter above the traveling surface. This is very important because of Grell. Grell and his like dwell in caves below the sand. If you stand on the surface too long, you chance becoming a rare moist meal for him. Yeah, we've seen that thing. The skimmer is programmed to take you to a settlement on the other side of Kerona called Ulin's Flats. You can make further travel arrangements there. I'm sorry, this is all we can offer. I hope your trip is a safe one. Board the skimmer when you are ready to depart. Good luck, strange one. Always look around. This place is most interesting. Indeed, a mixture of both old and new technologies. On one side of the chamber is a primitive steam generator, its pistons pounding rhythmically, turning steam into useful energy. On the other side is what appears to be a computer console. Look at console. The console consists of a monitor, a cartridge slot. There's also some readouts which indicate the status of some of the mechanisms in here. I wonder if I can read my cartridge here. The one I got last episode on the ship before escaping. Save first. If I've learned anything, it's to save a lot. Look at screen. Screen is dark. Push power. Push button. Insert cartridge. The cartridge snaps neatly into the slot and the screen comes alive. Whoever shall read this, my name is Dr. Volhall. I am a scientist with the Star Generator Project aboard the Star Lab Arcata. We have just successfully completed development and testing of the Star Generator. During this time, I have come to believe that our progress has been monitored by others. I fear that the Sariens may have learned of our mission. If my fears prove true, the Star Generator and the people of our universe are in serious jeopardy. The Star Generator is a miraculous device. Used as intended, it will help preserve life for eons to come. Used as a device for evil, it would cause the destruction of millions of lives and enslave all who will oppose the Sariens. Encoded within this cartridge are all plans and specifications for the construction of the Star Generator. Should any disaster befall the Star Generator project, scientists would be able to create a duplicate of the Star Generator with this information. Please guard this with your life. Return it to the Xenon ruling body as quickly as possible. Important note, the Star Generator is capable of self-destruction. This was introduced to the system as a precaution. To activate it, one must enter the code 6858. Hold on, I'm going to write that down here in front of the computer. 6858. I got a feeling I'm going to have to do that. A 5-minute timer will begin to count down. Beware, anyone within 5 kilometers of the Star Generator will be in danger once the timer has been initiated. Please be careful and good luck. Alright, let me get my cartridge back. You wisely retrieve the cartridge from its slot. Yeah. I'm not falling for that. Like the key card last episode, I looked at it and didn't take it. I had to go all the way back. Let me save this. Talk to man. The beings are busy working and have no time to chat. Get on skimmer. look at skimmer. As described, it is a sand skimmer, and it looks like it has skimmed quite a bit of sand in its time. On it is a panel which has a small readout, currently dark, and a keyhole with a key in it. Okay. Turn key. You turn the key and suddenly the jet turbines begin to whir. The skimmer begins to shake beneath you as its platform slowly moves. As its platform slowly moves into launch tube, you can't help but wonder what you've gotten yourself into this time. I remember this as being very difficult. As you nervously hang on to the skimmer, the skimmer rises slowly to the surface of the planet via a secret passage. Here we go. Upon reaching the surface, you throttle up and zoom off into the sunset. The settlement the alien spoke of appears on the horizon. Oh yeah, this is hard. Oh man. Oh! Damage situation critical. Crap. If you'd eaten a few less donuts during the mission, you might have cleared that rock, Project Steel. I'm gonna try this again. Alright, after a whole lot of tries, I finally just made it. I don't understand why they didn't make the skimmer just fly a little bit higher than the rocks, but whatever. Phew, that was pretty intense. You've managed to successfully navigate through the treacherous boulder field and are quite relieved to see that you've reached the settlement. Here we go, a bar. After a truly stone-crushing journey, you have miraculously arrived safely in Ulan's Flats, and just in time too. Because the skimmer's power cell has been drained, it will take some time to recharge itself. This place isn't quite what you had expected. It is semi-bleak at best. Welcome to Ulan's Flats. Take key. Yeah, we're not getting this thing stolen. Get off skimmer. Alright. I think, well, let's see what this is about. Say, this is genuine Fulton Sand skimmer. I've been looking for one just like it. I wonder if you would accept 30 buckazoids. I don't know if I should or not. Let me save it real quick. I had to save skimmer as I was using the skimmer to get through. Let me save it here as town. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to try that on the next episode. I'm going to go ahead and call this one finished. That was quite a journey to get here. Comment below. Let me know if you ever played this game back in the 80s, or if you've played it since. Find be that way. Okay? And just comment below and let me know what you think of this. Let me know if you want to see more of this, if you're enjoying it. Let me know. Make sure you give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I've got a lot of good content, so check it out. I'll catch you next time.